Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, in this video, I wanted to explain to you guys. This is for all the nice guys out there. This is for the guys who are confused about why they're not attracting women, why they're not getting the women that they want. You know, you say to yourself, listen, man, I don't understand this. I go to school, I go to work. I'm a nice guy. I'm a cool dude. I got this going for me. Or, you're another guy. You're saying, look, I got a good job. I make good money. I'm the type of guy that women say they want, right? So why am I not getting the chicks that I want to get? Or why am I not getting women at all, right? The thing you got to understand is this, is that attraction is not logical. The other day I was talking to this dude and he was basically saying, he was like, yo, I was talking to this girl and, I got her number, but then I tried to hit her up and, she sort of flaked on me or whatever. And then he was saying, I tried to talk to this other girl and she didn't want to give me the number and, this happened and that happened. And he's saying, look, I got my master's degree. I'm making such and such amount of money a year. I got all this shit going for me. So how come, this shit isn't popping off, right? See, what he's thinking and what most, people sort of get confused is that they think that attraction is logical. He's thinking, well, look, women are saying they want this type of guy, and I'm pretty much that type of guy, so it should make sense that she would want to get with me, right? But what you got to understand about attraction is that it's all emotional. It's about how she feels. Right? It's about how she feels about you, how she feels when she's around you, when you're in her presence. How does she feel about you? It's about feeling. It's not about logic. You understand? And this is what confuses some of you guys because you think that, hey, it makes sense for her to get with me because I'm the type of guy she says she wants, or I'm the type of guys that these women say they want, right? But see, what you got to understand is that it's not logical, it's emotional. Right? It's how the person feels. Now, let's flip this around so you can really feel me on this, right? Now, let's say, I'd say to you, right? I know this chick, she brings a lot to the table. She got her own money. She cooks, she cleans, she's submissive. You understand? Like, the sex is going to be awesome. And you're like, yo, this shit, introduce me to this chick, right? But then I introduce you to her and you see her. And let's say, she's not as pretty as you expected. Let's say she's just below average. Let's say you're just like, oh, I'm not really feeling it. She got, her body's not as tight as I thought and all this other stuff. Now, mind you, she got all this other shit going on for her, right? And she would actually make a good girlfriend. So, it would make sense for you to get with this chick because, she has everything that makes the perfect type of chick you would wife up. But you're not attracted to her, right? You are not really feeling her. You understand what I'm saying? It's so logically it makes sense for you to get with her, but there's not that thing there. This is why women, they'll be like, oh, I got my degrees, I got this going on, I got that going on, I do this, I do that, and all this other stuff. And then sometimes I have trouble because, a guy sees her and he doesn't feel it. You understand? So even when it comes to, let's say, looks, right? On a man or woman's side, it's still about that emotion. Because let's say, a lot of guys, they go with this whole thing about, oh, it's all about looks and all this other stuff. Now, let's say a woman is really feeling you because she, she actually is attracted to you physically, right? Her being attracted to you physically still has to do with her feelings and her emotions because now she's like feeling good about being with a guy who she thinks is sexy. He's feeling good about being with this type of guy. So it's still all about the feelings. So people are moved by their emotions. You understand? And that's what attracts people. It's the, emotion. It's the feeling. So it's not this logical thing where, oh, it makes sense for this to happen. The thing you got to understand is that the attraction is not about, some logical shit. It doesn't work that way. Like, I was looking at this video the other day. It's by this dude named O'Shea Duke Jackson. Shout out to him. Go check his videos out. And he had this video. He's talking about this other dude named Marquise Brownlee. I think I said his name right. Now, this dude Marquise Brownlee is this dude on YouTube. This black kid, I think he's like 20, might be like 22, 23 or something. And he reviews like tech stuff. And he has like over 4 million subscribers. Like he's big on YouTube. I didn't even know about this guy till I saw O'Shea's video on him. And basically he did a video on him. He was saying that this dude Marquise, Brownlee is the type of guy that most black women wouldn't want to get with, right? And so I look at this dude's video, this Marquise Brownlee dude, and I'm looking at it. And so, I'm looking at a couple of his videos, and, he has that, quote unquote nerdy vibe going on. You understand? But the thing, while I'm watching O'Shea's video, I'm saying to myself, okay, the reason why these chicks, chicks probably wouldn't gravitate to him in a lot of cases is because they probably wouldn't feel him. Do you understand? And so what O'Shea's part, was saying was that, hey, these black women wouldn't be feeling him because they'll be wanting all the thugs and all this other stuff, but it would make more sense for them to get with this dude because, he's doing a whole bunch of big things and all this other stuff. Again, attraction is not about what makes sense. You understand what I'm saying? It's not about what's logical. It's about the emotion and the feeling. So if I go to a party with this dude Marquise and we're just chilling, and nobody knows who he is, a chick just sees him from across the room. If he's the type of guy, because I don't know him personally or anything, but if he's the type of guy who doesn't exude confidence when it comes to women, if he's the type of guy who just stands in a corner looking shy, there's going to be a lot of women who aren't going to be into him. Even if I told the woman, hey, listen, this guy over here, he's making some money. He's like, big on the internet. He has like 4 million subscribers on YouTube. He's doing this. He's doing interviews with these people, that people, right? Now you might get a girl who might be like, okay, I could use this guy for his money or whatever, or I'll get with him, just off the strength of that right now. But at the same time, she might not really be feeling him and she might not really be attracted to him if he doesn't exude, certain, characteristics of a guy that women would find attractive. You understand? And a lot of times what happens is women will find guys who are attractive, who are, super confident, guys that are sure of themselves, sometimes even guys that, act like assholes because, some of those dudes exude this type of energy that gets women feeling a certain way. Do you understand? So a lot of times, the reason why you're not making things happen with women is because you're thinking way too logically about the situation. You're thinking, oh, well, all I got to do is this, this, and this, and then she's going to like me. But it's like, it doesn't work out that way. This is why sometimes you try to make something happen and you're just wondering like, yo, what the fuck is going on? How come, I'm not making shit go down? And the reason why is because you're making the mistake of thinking that the attraction is some logical shit that's supposed to make sense. You feel what I'm saying? And the thing is that the attraction is not logical. It's about the feeling. You understand what I'm saying? So you gotta understand that. And it's funny because what I notice sometimes, this is why I laugh when I hear people when they talk about, don't date outside your race. You got like some white people that'll be like, oh, I don't want my daughters dating these guys and these black guys or these other guys from different races. Or you have like, some pro-black people. It's like, oh, I wouldn't date someone that's, not black. Or dude, what you're attracted to, right? It's not fucking logical. You understand? So even if you say to yourself, I'm a black person, I'm a white person, I'm only going to date within my race, right? And then you meet somebody who's not in your race, and then you start to feel these feelings. Why? Because it's not fucking logical. It doesn't make sense, but you feel it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So even though in your mind you're saying, oh, well, I made this decision for myself to only date people within my race, and now I'm meeting someone who's not in my race, and then I have these feelings. Why? Why am I attracted to this person? It's about the feeling. You understand what I'm saying? It's not on that logical shit. So, if you're thinking, oh, well, I'm a guy and I do everything the way these women said, and, I got a good job, I got a good head on my shoulders, I'm a really good person. How come I'm not getting women? They should want me because this is what they said. And I've always said this, I said this a million times, and I'm going to say it a million more times. What women say they want and what they respond to is two totally different things. You understand? So this is exactly what I'm talking about. So a lot of you guys out there, when you're seeing the situations where women are like, you're sort of like confused because you're like, yo, I don't understand. These women keep, picking these losers, or they keep picking these bad boys, or they keep picking these, type of guys or whatever. And you got these good guys over here that these girls just diss and they shit on and everything like that. It's because the attraction is not logical, right? The reverse is the same thing. I hear women all the time. They be like, oh, all these guys, they get with these girls who are dumb, but they just got a fat ass or whatever. And, you say to yourself, well, this is other girl over here who, she's average looking, but she's a better quality woman. You're gonna, if you had the chance to be with one of them, you're probably gonna be with the girl with the fat ass that don't really got nothing else going on. It's not logical. You understand? Attraction is not logical. If you understand that shit, then all this other stuff will make sense to you. All right? So listen, guys, if you want to step up your game, make sure you click the link below. Go to badboymembership.com so you can join the membership where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video tutorials every month so that you can actually, understand what you need to do to become a more attractive man and get shit popping for yourself, right? If you have any questions, make sure you click the link below, and I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below so you can send me a question and I'll do a video on it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which gives you 7 tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And number 3, I want you to click the link under that to go to badboymembership.com where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy to follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.